Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be sharing the full journey of my photo shoot. If you saw my last vlog, you already know what my typical days look like. I'm Snow, 25, work in finance, and live on my own up in northern China. I don't make a huge salary, but daily living costs add up fast around here. That's why I skip draining social plans and blind dates whenever I can. This weekend, though, I really wanted to break out of my old schedule. I decided to plan something nice solely for myself for once. I booked a professional portrait photographer weeks ahead of time. My original plan was a full outdoor shoot to capture all different sides of me. My work weeks are filled with boring finance tasks, and I'm stuck in stiff office clothes every day. I barely ever slow down to appreciate who I am at 25. This photo shoot was basically a little gift I gave myself, all about my own happiness. Unfortunately, the weather totally wrecked our outdoor shooting plans. We hadn't even unpacked all our camera gear when a massive downpour hit out of nowhere. The streets got completely soaked, and all the outdoor spots we'd scouted were useless now. There was no way we could shoot outside in that mess. All my outfits would have gotten ruined, plus the gray rainy light would have made terrible photos. Me and the photographer talked it over and switched locations last second. We settled on 2 indoor spots, a tiny quiet coffee shop and a sleek modern subway station. We headed to that little hidden shop first. It's got wide space, wooden furniture, and soft warm lighting everywhere. Hardly anyone else was there, so we had the whole space to shoot without interruptions. A thin, flowy dress for soft, dreamy close-up shots. The photographer told me to just act normal instead of forcing rigid poses. I stirred my iced coffee and stared out the window at the pouring rain. I didn't have to plaster some fake perfect smile on for the camera. I just loosened up and let him capture my genuine self naturally. That cozy warm vibe inside the cafe erased all my frustration about the random storm. This photographer is highly experienced. He specializes in proposal, engagement, and wedding shoots. Yet he's capable of shooting in all kinds of styles. I've been waiting a long time to book his schedule. I've always loved taking photos. Like many girls, I enjoy keeping pictures of myself at different stages of my life. Not because I want to show people how I look, and not because I need anyone's approval. I just want to remember myself at this moment. Time goes by really quickly. Sometimes I look back at old photos and I can't believe how much time has passed. The person in those pictures feels familiar, but also a little distant. She was younger, had different worries, different dreams, and a different way of looking at the world. I know getting older is something everyone has to experience. But honestly, sometimes I'm a little scared of it. I wonder what I will think when I look back at these photos many years later. Maybe I'll miss this time. Maybe I'll miss my younger face, my energy, and the way I see the world right now. But I think that's exactly why I want to take these photos. Because this moment will never happen again. Before this photo shoot, I usually just took pictures with my phone. When I was traveling, walking around the city, or visiting beautiful places, I would stop and take a few photos. They were simple photos, but I still love looking back at them. They remind me of where I was and how I felt at that time. Actually, I'm not very good at taking photos. I don't really know how to pose naturally. Sometimes when I stand in front of a camera, I don't know what to do with my hands. I always admire people who look so comfortable in front of the camera. So this time, I wanted to try a professional photo shoot. I wanted to see what it feels like to be photographed by someone else. From choosing the clothes, doing my makeup, trying different poses, to seeing the final pictures. The whole process was actually a really interesting experience. Because honestly, adult life can be tiring sometimes. Work brings a lot of pressure. There are days when I feel exhausted and wonder if I'm doing things the right way. Sometimes I feel like everyone is moving forward, but I'm still trying to figure out my own direction. Growing up is strange. When we were kids, we couldn't wait to become adults. But after becoming adults, we start missing the simpler days. We start worrying about our future, our careers, our choices, and many things we never thought about before. But maybe this is what growing up means. Learning how to deal with uncertainty. Learning how to accept changes. And learning to appreciate the person we are right now. Maybe one day, we will look back at our past. We may find that every moment had its own meaning. The happy moments, the difficult moments, the choices we made, and the roads we decided to take. All of them became part of our story. Life is a long journey. There is no need to rush. There is no perfect timeline for everyone. And that's completely okay. What matters is that we keep moving forward. We keep learning. We keep exploring. We keep becoming a better version of ourselves. Sometimes, we may still feel confused. Sometimes, we may still have doubts. But maybe that's what makes life interesting. If everything was already decided, we would never discover new possibilities. Every new experience gives us a chance to know ourselves better. Every new chapter brings something different. Maybe the future version of ourselves will thank the person we are today. Thank us for being brave. Thank us for trying. Thank us for not giving up. So instead of worrying too much about what comes next, maybe we can focus on living this moment well. Because this moment, this version of ourselves, will never come back again. Once the heavy rain died down to a light drizzle, we left the cafe and walked to the subway station. The air feels so much fresher after the rain. If it weren't raining, this square would be packed with visitors on weekends. This little trampoline instantly brings me back to my childhood. This subway station is built above ground. The overall design is very simple, bright, and modern. The photographer told us that if the rain stopped and the sun came out, the sunset light here would be perfect for photography. So we came to this station, hoping that the sunlight would appear. But that depends on a little bit of luck. For now, we will just take some random photos and see what we can capture. That clean modern look makes such edgy, stylish photos, totally different from the soft cafe shots. We shot lots of cool, independent portraits down there. But in the end, we didn't get to see the sunset. So we decided to finish the shoot and leave. However, something unexpected happened. The sun suddenly came out. Taking advantage of this beautiful light, the photographer quickly captured some more photos. Looking back on the whole day, that terrible weather didn't put me in a bad mood at all. I used to think a fun weekend meant going on dates or hanging out with big groups of friends. This whole experience completely changed that old mindset of mine. My life bounces back and forth between quiet nights at home with my cat and little solo adventures like this. I finally realize I don't rely on other people to enjoy my free time. I can create my own happiness and enjoy my own company. It was truly a fulfilling, joyful, and happy day. I hope you can find your own happiness too. See you next time.